WWE games had given me PTSD. The Hardy Boys models not changing at all from 2008 to 2009. This was laziness personified. Jeff was especially one of the biggest stars in the company at this time period. He wore new gear every show, and it was ridiculous that we got this copy-paste bullshit. Matt was worse though. For 3 straight years, he had those ugly-ass camo pants, and then he never want to play as him in these games. SVR 2005 being horny as fuck. This game was out of pocket. The menus were so bad, I had to play the game when I knew my parents were gone. The season mode was even worse. The secondary WrestleMania story path is a triple threat ladder match for Trish's panties, Chris Benoit's prominence, and my dad hating him. The Benoit murders did a number to my access to wrestling as a kid. My dad threw away my Hard Knocks DVD, and whenever I'd be watching an old match with Benoit in it, he'd turn the fucking TV off. I remember being so scared to have Benoit on my TV as a kid, I never challenged for the United States Championship in SVR 2007. London and Kendrick not making the roster until 2009. There's no excuse for the Lundrick erasure. These guys were at the top of the tag division for ages, and you're telling me fucking Heidenreich, Caden Murdoch, and Vito made it in the game before London and Kendrick? No invasion roster, I'm just bringing. This was diabolical. The invasion sucked even back then. People were disappointed. The one positive was the bigger roster, so tell me why THQ's roster cutoff had Tajiri and Jerry Lynn as the only ECW and WCW representation. People were pissed, and THQ tried to make up for it with the brand new SmackDown Fist Arena, but the damage was done. Shut Your Mouth's never-ending Vince and Flair storyline. Fuck this storyline. I understand they wanted to be as timely as possible and as true to life as they could be with the co-owner thing, but this went on for fucking ages in season mode. Here comes the pains removal of Jeff Hardy. This broke my heart as a kid. I wish I would have never known he was in the first trailer. SVR 2007 Khali and Khali vs. Mickie James. The great Khali in this game was a super rare, ultra heavyweight, which had him playing on fucking God mode. And they had the last challenge in the challenge mode be a match as Mickie James versus the great Khali. To this day, I don't know how I beat that game. Candice Michelle body swap storyline, 2007. Candice Michelle's Magic Wand storyline in season mode was ridiculous. I like that they made the women so prominent in the stories, with like Trish winning the WWE title, but this wand shit was just absurd. The SVR 2009 hot tag animation. This trailer-defining feature of 09 should have told us how truly cooked we were. Every tag match had this shit, and it was fun like the first 2 or 3 times, but there's so many instances where it's included and it's not even worth seeing. SVR 2008's gutted roster and only 2 ECW pay-per-views in GM mode. SVR 2008's roster was rough. ECW homes like RVD, Taz, and Tommy Dreamer weren't playable in GM mode. Where the fuck was The Miz? He was literally in the audio files of the game, so he had to have been cut.
From Cleveland, Ohio, weighing in at 231 pounds, The Miz!
Where was Rey Mysterio's white attire in the previews? Where was Boogeyman? Where was the world's greatest tag team? Like, come on. 2006 Stamina System. If you've heard that noise, you know what I'm talking about. I hated the Stamina System as a kid, and I fucking hate it now. If I wanted to play a realistic wrestling game, I'd just play Fire Pro. Money in the Bank being impossible to win until like 2010. This might be a skill issue, but man, like what the fuck? Money in the Bank was impossible for years due to the physics of the games. I just avoid it most of the time as a kid because it's too damn chaotic. That god-awful, horrible Randy Orton model in 2005. Who the hell is this? That ain't no damn Legend Killer. This chubby-ass, shitty-faced model was Randy's thank you for getting jobbed out to Triple H for the entire summer and fall of 2004. No Legends Titantrons in the original SVR. What the fuck, THQ? Why was this the finished product? This always pissed me off as a kid. I understand the game was rushed to the point of no victory animations, but goddamn, there's literally full-screen Titantron transitions that were made purposely, and there's no video to watch. Bam Bam Bigelow had no music in 2007. There's no excuse for this shit. He literally had WWF licensed music. Like, they made it in-house. And in ECW, he came out to Guns N' Roses, so they could have just made a legally distinct knockoff. Like, it's ridiculous. No 4 Horsewomen in 2K16. This shook me as a kid. I loved early Triple H era NXT. The black and gold was for me. The 4 Horsewomen were some of the best wrestlers in the world at the time, and they were omitted. And the backlash was so bad that THQ had to apologize for them not being in the game. No legends in SBR 2009. Now in hindsight, this made total sense. They gutted the legends to entice people to buy Legends of WrestleMania, but like, it's a totally different game. That audience was not being taken away by the inclusion of legends being in SBR 2009. It wouldn't have changed a damn thing. 2011 taking out the curated soundtracks. This was a sign of the end of an era for me. The old SBR games put me onto so much different music that I never would have heard otherwise. But 2011 said, fuck it. We'll just use the fucking Jim Johnson music, and the game suffered a bit for it. That dog mask from SBR on DS. I just remember this being creepy as hell. I had a friend in elementary school that brought SBR 2009 on DS, and his car had the mask. And I no longer wanted to play the game with him. Hurricane being stuck as an NPC on SBR 2011. Hurricane being an NPC made no fucking sense. He's literally right there. Finished model, moves been in the game for years, probably a preset moveset and entrance. Like, this was so odd. Deuce and Domino never making it into a game. Being someone that never really got to watch WWE TV as a kid live because it was always on a school night, I'd be at the mercy of the DVR. And my DVR did not like to record all of SmackDown, so I missed Deuce and Domino's entire 2007 run. I've gone back and watched it, and they were really fun. They worked well in that climate, but they stuck out like sore thumbs, but I liked it. The Corvette tag entrance and that stupid-ass song in the game would have been awesome. 2K15 being a piece of shit. I was a broke kid. I missed 2K15's next-gen port completely, so I got an even more bare-bones version of the game for 360, and it was not fun. The showcase was cool, but that's literally it. Legends being locked to the PSP version of 2008. I never had the PSP version of 2008 as a kid, but I had the PS3 and PS2 versions, so I never knew this. But this sucks so much. Literally nobody was gonna buy the PSP version to use the new Legends, so why omit them from the main console ports, especially guys we've never seen in SBR like Slaughter. Shawn Michaels' ugly ass chaps for 3 straight games. I hate this attire for Shawn. I understand in real life it was to cover up his knee braces, but dude, he had dozens of chaps made over the years, and as a kid who thought the new DX sucked, the dumbass DX logo chaps wasn't any better. The only differences from the games were that they took away his entrance gear from 2006 and added the faintest, blondest, most non-noticeable stubble beard to him in the next-gen versions of 2009, always having the undisputed title in ladder matches. This brought my piss to a boil for ages. They always did lazy shit like this with ladder matches. If y'all could change the belt in cutscenes to the corresponding title that's on the line, why the hell was it wrong in the normal match? Ambulance match being locked onto the DS in 2010. I still think 2010 is my least favorite SVR. It's pretty bad when the DS version is the best version of the game. The ambulance match should have been on all consoles. It's a fairly simple minigame to finish the match. Thumbtacks being stuck on the Wii. Why was this weapon restricted to the Wii? Who bought the fucking Wii version? Thumbtacks would have been a game changer for the main ports of the game. The Pounce in 2008 being a groggy rope finisher. I swear, for the longest time I thought the Pounce wasn't even in the fucking game. I love Monty Brown, and I'm so happy he made the roster, but the setup for this move was ridiculous. I really only thought he had that stupid leg submission. It should have been a normal move like the 619. Terry Funk's spinning toe hold not being a submission. I love Terry Funk. He got done so dirty with this dumbass implementation of the spinning toe hold. It's literally a submission. People have tapped out to this move. Why the fuck was it not a submission in the game? Shawn Michaels' stupid figure 4. I understand that Shawn Michaels went into a bit of a mat-based phase around the JBL Jericho 2008 feud era, but dude, this is just like the spinning toe hold. It's a submission that you can't beat anyone with. You still have to pin someone to win the fucking match. What's the point?